Hi guys, welcome to Marnie's TV Zealots. My name is Denise and my partner in crime is Mary. Tonight we're back with The Good Doctor. It was the season 2 premiere. And I went ahead and watched it because Mary had to watch Manifest, which we're going to come back on and recap for you guys. But I'm still going to let her say hi.
Hi, be sure to like this video if you want us to keep going with The Good Doctor. Second year, baby. Anyway, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Join our silly little family. Please, Denise, tell me what happened. Catch us up.
Okay, so Dr. Andrews is interim president. As we know, last season we ended with Dr. Glassman finding out that he had a brain tumor and that he was going to need surgery. So the episode starts out with all the doctors getting their reviews. And so, like, Claire, Dr. Andrews kind of told her that she needs to be more assertive. And, Dr. Resnick, he told her she kind of needs to be a team player. And, basically telling them their strengths and telling them their weaknesses and what they need to work on. And so, Sean, of course, he says, he has to work on his, I believe it was communication. Communication skills. And so, of course, we know that Jared is leaving St. Bonaventure and going to another hospital to work at. And so they're in the field with one of Glassman's last projects. It's like an outreach help medical bus kind of for the neighborhood.
Okay.
And while they're there, Jared is trying to tell Sean, it's okay. You should be there for Dr. Glassman. And he's like, I don't need to be there. I'm here helping or whatever. And so while they're talking, this guy comes up stealing drugs. He's just got a whole 2 armful of drugs.
Wow.
So he's like, Sean is like, put that back. That's not for you. Yeah. But anyway, they try to talk to him, and he's like, he lifts up and shows this like nasty abscess on his gum.
Oh.
And it's
no.
Okay. Anyway, I could have did without that.
It's a Good Doctor. They like to show everything.
Oh, of course. Yes. They don't want you to miss a thing.
Oh, no.
And Jared is like, oh, he could have meningitis. Girl.
That's good.
So then, of course, Sean is like, what? No, what you're doing is wasting resources. This is not that. That ain't this. This ain't that.
Wow.
And so Jared's like, you don't know. It could be. Wow. And so Sean literally claps back with, it's not my last day at St. Bonaventure. I'm not gonna be hung with you, sir. No way. And so he's like, look, it's on me.
Petty.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So they get there and they do all these tests. And of course, Dr. Andrews rush in and he's like, wait a minute, you're just running up a bill, blah, 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 blah. He's like, no, I think this patient has meningitis. And he's like, no, what you're trying to do is just go out with a bang. Ooh. And you're wasting hospital resources. He's like, if this turns out he doesn't have meningitis, I'm calling the hospital and make your life hard, basically.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, sir, anyway, so that's what's going on with him.
They're all just mad that he's leaving, right?
No,
that's kind of what's happening here.
No, remember Dr. Andrews was been mad at him and never forgave him for pulling the race card to get back in the hospital.
Right. Never mind.
He's still mad.
That's right.
I'm like, really? Please. Anywho,
Dear God.
Dr. Melendez.
Oh, Luke.
Yeah. He and Claire and Dr. Resnick and Dr. Park are all working on another case, which is a piggyback heart surgery, where they're going to put a heart on top of or beside somewhere in. It's going to be two hearts in a patient's body. So meanwhile, they're doing the scans and everything. They find out that she has an aneurysm.
Oh,
So,
okay.
of course, Dr. Andrews wants this surgery because it's gonna, make him a shoe-in for president, and it's basically gonna benefit him.
He always wants those high-profile ones, so it'll look good on his
Right. He's like, we need to talk to the press. We need funding. He got the family involved. It's just a whole mess.
What?
And so, at the end of the day, he's now telling him, no, we can't do the surgery because she has an aneurysm, two hearts pumping blood. No, it's not going to work.
Ooh.
And so he's like, no, we can't do it. Claire comes up with a workaround.
Okay.
And then
Claire.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, do it. So Claire comes up with the workaround, and then Resnick is like, yes, this could work, blah, 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 blah. So they all work on it together. They come and present it to Dr. Andrews and Melendez, and he's just like, no, 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 no. He's still not with it. And Dr. Andrews is like, wait a minute, this was a great idea. Whose idea was it? And Claire, she all modest. She's like, oh, it was a joint effort. And Resnick was like, no, it was her idea.
It was my idea.
Resnick said it was Claire's idea. So she told the truth, but knowing her, she was trying to snake her. Like, ooh, what if it backfired?
Right. Oh, yeah. Pretty much.
Okay. So while that's going on, Dr. Glassman is meeting with Dr. Blaze, who's been rehired to take over his take care of his brain tumor and do the surgery, do all the pre-ops and everything. Girl, he come in like he was running the show, and she was like, sir, no, what you're not gonna do is tell me what I'm gonna do. Because look, she's like, when you can do surgery on yourself, I'll put you on the list. Go, you need me to do this? Okay. I was like, girl. Like, yeah. Last I checked, I'm the doctor, you're the patient. Go sit down, have a seat. Girl.
That's good.
So anyway, Sean is they find out that the guy doesn't have this. They thought he was schizophrenic. They find out he doesn't have
meningitis.
So they just sent him back, on his way or whatever. And then Jared convinces Sean to go, sit with Glassman. And so while he's sitting with Glassman, they're throwing paper balls, and he has his, his genius thing where all the triangles meet. I'm like, yes, okay. So anyway, he figures out, he's like, wait a minute, no. He has a brain tumor. So they go out in the field to find him, and like Sean has a whole meltdown because they're like beating on stuff, and it's everything is hectic, and he can't think clearly. And so he he's just having a meltdown or whatever, and he's like, we gotta find him. He's trying to concentrate on that. And then Jared sees the little smiley face that they were talking about when they were talking to him.
Oh yeah.
And so they find him, and the guy's going crazy, and Sean calms him down. He's like, look, I have a issue with my brain, a neurological issue. You have a neurological issue. He's like, mine can't be fixed. Yours just needs surgery. And he kind of calms him, and he found his ID, and he's like, your name's not Harry, it's Edward. I wrote it down. Where did I write it?
Oh wow.
It's Edward Austin Thomas. He had it together, girl.
Oh.
I was like, okay, Sean, around here just taking care of business. And so he's like, look, your condition can be helped with surgery, and we'll get it together or whatever. So that was that. They got him to the hospital, and they're gonna do the surgery. And meanwhile, Dr. Melendez. Oh well, first of all, Dr. Andrews has a talk with Dr. Aoki. Is it? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Y'all know I'm terrible with names. And so she's the Asian doctor, the woman. Okay. They only have a few. So
they only let a couple on at a time.
Right. Lord. So she's like, look, yes, it's Dr. Melendez's call, but Dr. Glassman, what kept him on top is, he would go in and be sneaky and work around and make people do what he wanted them to do.
Yeah.
So when she had that pep talk with Dr. Andrews, she's like, what would Dr. Glassman do? That's what you need to be doing, because he stayed president forever. I mean, if it wasn't for this condition, he would still be president.
Exactly.
So, anyway, he goes back and he talks to him, pumps him up like, oh, this and that. I know you don't want to do anything good for me, but what about, whatever. He has talk with him, and he agrees to do the surgery. What they're going to do is put in a graft and then pump in the heart, attach the heart. So then once they're in surgery, they realize that they have to remove the whole thing. It's not enough tissue to suture the heart to. So then they have to suture the heart to the graft, which is a whole other thing or whatever. And so they do it. It's successful. They get all their wonderful glory.
Right.
Meanwhile, they're in the other room, and the brain, the brain tumor.
Yeah.
Edward. They're recovering from his surgery. They got the tumor out and everything. They want to see how he wakes up. He ends up waking up and remembering his wife and daughter. They came, and she was like, I know, she on her guilt trip. She's like, he just got too crazy. I had to tell him to leave. We didn't know he was on the wrong meds. I'm like, ma'am.
I stand by my earlier statement.
Like, please. Oh, now I forgot to mention somewhere in there, Resnick was kind of like talking to Claire about Jared not coming. She's like, yeah, he's gonna be leaving. I know you're gonna miss your old thing, and she's like, don't downplay the relationship. And I was in there like, what
is she doing?
Well, for real, and Claire's all like, well, it wasn't that big a deal. Like, I mean,
you didn't remember the first time they kissed on an overnight shift at work.
I can't.
That was literally the best part of the entire first season of The Good Doctor, when he left her on the dance floor. The pettiness is real.
Girl, I can't deal with you. I cannot. Ooh, so, girl. So then, in the end, Jared has to say goodbye, but he left on a good note where he, helped the patient or whatever. He helped, and he told Sean, he was like, even if they never see, your worth, I'm proud of you for doing what you did. You were able to get that guy under control and get him in, get help. Like, he's so underrated, is what he was saying. And so then in the end, he has the conversation with Claire, and I knew. I was like, oh my God. So she comes out and she's like, I'm going to miss our relationship. I'm going to miss what we had. Maybe we made a mistake. And he goes, no, we didn't make a mistake. It's just hard to say goodbye. He's like, one day we'll both be happy. And he gives a little kiss on her head, and then he's off. And I'm like, we're saying goodbye to this powerful character and this great actor.
He was really a favorite of mine, unfortunately.
Right. And so, I mean, he's really great. He's so good. Anyway, Sean goes home, and of course he runs in the hallway into none other than Leah, which ruined, it was too much.
Yeah.
Like, we just see her face and it was too much. So then I was angry a little bit, but then I started watching the preview for next week's episode. And Sean literally goes off, like, spoiler alert. If you want to stop, if you're one of those people who don't like spoilers, I normally don't watch it, but I was like, I just was stuck sitting there. Anyway, Sean is like, he said, you literally left here and that hurt me.
Yeah.
He said, go back anywhere other than here. I was like, this is literally how we feel. Right. Go back anywhere other than here. Why? Why are you here?
But I will say, I think she's going to spend the rest of the season trying to get him back. She was promoted to a regular character for season 2, as was Resnick and Park. We only wanted Dr. Park. We didn't want.
And the crazy part about it is Park said 2 words. He's like, yes, that's great.
I swear. I don't know. Y'all have to let us know if y'all want us to keep watching this. I can't do Leah every week.
Well, listen, I'm going to be watching next week, if for nothing else, but to see him go off and say, go back anywhere other than here. I need to see that in action in full content.
I can't wait.
I need it all.
It will be glorious.
That will be the highlight of the episode. I know it.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Okay, guys, let us know what you thought about the episode. Let us know if you just stop and leave a note to say hi. We will see you next week, at least for that. And let us know if you want to keep want us to keep recapping, as Mary said. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and have a great night. Bye.